What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another About Teams video. In today's NHL recap preview, you already know what it is. Get into the game that happened yesterday and preview the one game that's happening tonight. Unlike basketball, these conference finals have been game for game, band for band. All these games are close. All series are tied 2-2. We're not seeing any sweeps this series, which is a good thing in everyone's mind. More playoff hockey. And for someone, though, Nick, looked like for a second you were out on this Oilers team with that text, calling out Stuart Skinner, saying he was selling. But you know what? He heard you, and he responded. Rest of the game, gave up no goals. And Connor McDavid, your favorite player, has his breakout game, or these games that he typically has in a series where even if he doesn't score, he gets like 3-4 assists. He did that tonight, or last night, I should say, in Edmonton. Found another gear to their game I probably didn't even anticipate coming to see. But you know what? They got the job done. And now it's 2-2 heading back to Dallas. For me, I still have confidence. Dallas has home ice. They're resilient. I still think they're the better team. I think they've let their foot off the gas a little bit. In Game 4, when they were up 2-0, they're like, all right, we'll close this on Dallas or get ready. We're 3-1. But Edmonton just murdered them the rest of the game. And when I was able to watch the parts I did, I just see Leon Draisaitl and McDavid just, lighting it up. Edmonton scored quick back-to-back goals late in the second period to give them a 4-2 lead heading into the final period, where they would obviously hang on and get another one just for security. But yeah, I mean, it's a series, and that's what it's going to be. I think most of us, after Dallas's Game 3, when I was confident maybe they could even take Game 4, but most people, probably anticipated a 2-2 series going 6 regardless. But I still like Dallas's chances. But obviously for you, this is a big boost for Edmonton.
Oh, yeah. You hit the nail on the head. I mean, when they went down 2-0, when they went down even 1-0 after the first shot of the game by Wyatt Johnston, that goes in.
And great these whole playoffs, man, for Dallas. I talk about their depth, but he's been their named number one.
Yeah, but and then 2-0. I know you said, I think you said you started catching the game after it was 2-2, but the Stars' second goal was like, I thought it was really a bad goal for Skinner, because it wasn't even on net. It deflected off of Duncan Nurse's leg, and then kicked back under Skinner's pad or something. But it was like, if he was just playing his position and kind of just anticipating some sort of shot, he probably would have stopped it. So that's when I was like
that's a rough one.
This game might end like 5-0, and then Edmonton.
And then I would have came on here and done some victory laps, but you would
have been laughing. I would have been dead silent.
Yeah.
But Edmonton, it was like a tale of not even two halves. It was two halves of one period, really. Like the first 10 minutes was Dallas, and then Edmonton answered right back and tied it up to end the period. And then from there on out, it was just Edmonton kind of skating all over the ice, doing what they want.
They were just using their speed, obviously, with McDavid to win this game. And
a big thing for them, too, in this series has been their penalty kill. I don't think Dallas has a power play goal all series, and the Oilers scored a shorthanded goal last night, so their penalty.
Yeah, Dallas seems to give those up. One weird thing, but it is what it is. If I'm Dallas, I'm still feeling good. If I'm Edmonton, now I'm feeling really good too. So this is what a series is. But obviously, we could only see Game 5 to see who's one win away from the Stanley Cup Finals, because right now this is a bloodbath. But that's what you enjoy, playoff hockey. We're not seeing. I hate to keep bringing them up, but teams like the Capitals and Islanders, where they just make it and they're happy with that. These teams are here for a reason. It's great to see. Now, obviously, game tonight. Nick, what are your thoughts on this?
Going back to New York, Panthers just got a big overtime win. Won't be surprised if we go OT again, but I think the Rangers are going to take this one. I'm pretty sure I have them winning the series in 7. You have Florida. But I think that the Rangers are going to take this one. It'll probably go back to Florida, where Florida ties it up. But New York's going to be fired up in front of their home crowd. They're going to be playing for Shesterkin. He had a great game last game despite the loss. They got to get that power play going, though. That's another thing, just like Dallas. Florida's so good not only offensively but defensively. They just shut you down. But the Rangers got to step up because if they don't, then this series could be over quicker than 7 games.
Let me ask you this: is this the 4th game that goes to overtime?
I'm gonna say yes. With how like evenly matched up these teams are, I think yes.
That would be something. Obviously 3 in a row we've had so far. New York has won 2. Florida won the last one though. Now we head back to New York. The series has just been a battle. I'm curious. I think the power plays are what's going to determine the series, to be honest, because both of these teams are like kind of. I think Florida's a little bit better. I think Igor has kind of bailed New York out in a couple of these games, but that's what you need. That's part of the reason why teams like the Panthers last year made a deep playoff run. Bobrovsky was unreal.
You're allowed to have a goalie.
Yeah, there's no crime for them bailing you out a couple times, but obviously New York, I think they need to just, have a game where they look like the better team for a majority throughout, even in their wins. Like Game 3, Florida was just peppering with shots, basically the whole third and OT, and New York got one, and they stole it. But I just kind of want to see more control of New York. As a Panthers fan, I'm feeling confident. Obviously, as a New York fan, you're still good. You have home ice, 2-2, hang back to your crib. But yeah, it should be interesting. Like I talked about for New York, though, I'm curious, like, can one of these guys, like Zibanejad or someone that was so good in that Carolina series, step up? Because even maybe Panarin, he had an assist last game, but, maybe get him on the goal-scoring side of things. Just kind of some people step up, because it always seems like when we do Florida, we have their superstar players like Kachuk, Barkov, Sam Reinhart, Connor Verhaeghe in the goal-scoring thing. Maybe Evan Rodriguez is like an X factor for Florida, because I remember seeing him all throughout the Bruins series. Can he do something this series or this game?
Yeah.
Maybe Florida needs a little bit more depth than what they're getting right now, because obviously their top guys have been producing.
I'm pretty sure both Zibanejad and the Game 6 hero, the guy you were calling a statue for, Chris Kreider, I don't know if they have points in this series.
Does he deserve a statue?
That's what you were claiming. You're saying put the statue out there for the third period hat trick. So, I mean, if you want to give him
who's more impactful to New York, Chris Kreider or Carmelo Anthony? When you really think about it, like Chris Kreider sent the Rangers to the West or to the Eastern Conference Finals now, and they win this, and then you never know against Dallas.
Maybe he's due for another hat tonight.
Yeah. What if he in Game 7 saves them with another hat trick? Then do you agree to the statue?
Yes.
It'll remind me of the Boston Red Sox own. Although Chris Kreider has been really good for the Rangers, obviously, but just like that Steve Pierce playoff run for the Reds, just like where he does his thing.
Just showing up in every big game.
Yeah, but Chris Kreider, obviously, 50 goals 2 years ago. So he's been good for New York before. So, should be interesting, though. I'm very excited for this game. I just love watching these two teams play. I believe this is the first time we talked about where it's really the top teams advancing, and we're seeing why, because New York and Florida are just the two best teams in the East. Dallas, obviously, top team in the West, and Edmonton with a top record in the West, either the 4 or 5 seed. But yeah, should be interesting nonetheless to see what happens tonight. But yeah, my prediction, if we're just going for this game, no reason to doubt my Panthers in 7. So I'll just go. You know what, though? I feel like they'll win at home, too. So maybe I'll go New York to win this one 2-1.
Oh, here we go. I'll go out the win-win card. Okay.
Yeah. Going to pull a Nick here. Win-win.
Now that I said it's going to go to overtime, the Panthers or the Rangers are probably going to win 5-1. It's going to be just no.
Yeah. But who wins?
I'm still going New York.
All right, so you're pulling the win-lose card. I like it. Finally, some confidence.
No. You're right. You're right.
No, you're pulling win-lose. So it's either if the Rangers win, you're up because you're up 3-2, and you have the Rangers win the series, and you guess the game right. Or for me, it's Florida took a loss, but I called this one. I don't know though. I just I can't see because I might. it's weird because like I think Florida is going to win this game, but I don't see them losing game 6. But maybe they do.
Pick.
Well,
Change your pick.
uh, hmm. But then does that mean Florida goes 3-1 in New York in the playoffs rather than winning a game 7?
They've been good. They've been better on the road than at home.
They have been. Yeah, you know what? I'll change it up. I'll go gutsy. I can't. I'm not Nick. I don't sissy out. I'll take the win-lose. I'll go Florida wins 2-1. I think it's gonna be a low-scoring game, but close. Maybe OT, maybe not. Maybe this set game. I'll say the streak has to end eventually. But.
Now, here's another thing on this series with me is I picked the Rangers and I'm sticking with the Rangers, but because of John and how annoying he's been, all year about how the Rangers are the top team. There is a part of me that wants Florida to win just for that. I don't want them to win the cup because they keep beating the Bruins.
Maybe John could get on the podcast for the reaction to the Rangers losing.
If we get like a game 7 overtime for the Rangers.
Are you ready? And then just like Rangers lose 7-1 in game 7. That'd be awesome. But with that being said, obviously big game tonight in this Stanley Cup, and we'll be here to recap it tomorrow with a preview of Game 5 between the Stars and Oilers. I'm losing track of games now.
Sir.
But yeah, exciting time, man. This is arguably the best time in sports. Every NFL team thinks they have a shot to win the Super Bowl. We're in the deep parts of NBA and NHL playoffs, and then the MLB's weather's finally getting warm. We're finally, getting some good baseball weather. It's a good time in sports, one of the best times in the world. But with that being said, thank you guys for listening. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.